All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Ox Billiards. We got a little bit of a match here. Ricky Walden is in town right now. He's going to be playing a local player, Alex Newstead. They're going to be playing Race to 5, a best of 9. And we got a little bit of action, you know. Ricky Walden, pro snooker player. Alex Newstead, local pool player. They just wrapped up playing the match of snooker. Went pretty handedly for Ricky Walden. He ended up getting a century in the first frame and I think a 71 break in the second. In the booth, special guest here, Lee Gordon, Ricky's manager. How's it going, Lee?
Hi, Christian. You okay?
Yeah, pretty good. We got a snooker player in the commentator's booth, going to do some commentary on some 9-ball here. It's going to be kind of an interesting take, huh? What do you think?
Don't expect too much.
I think the most fun part is we got the difference in vernacular going and little things here and there. But they're going to be doing a little race to 5 here. There's Mike Dominguez doing some talking and whatnot. But I think we're ready to get started.
I think he's giving Ricky some coaching, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Rules and whatnot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got some announcements. We got some memberships. If anybody wants to come and sign up for Ox Billiards membership, come on down. Here's the rules. You get some 24-hour access. You get 20% off the public rates. Off hours is $8 an hour, and you get early access to events like this. Maybe you get to play Ricky Walden in the future. There's a tournament happening tomorrow, I believe, or sorry, Saturday, which was privy to members. Coming up as well, we have a U.S. Women's Snooker Open 2023 happening August 11 through 13. Make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be hosted here at Ox. This is the second annual U.S. Women's Snooker Open. And if you do enjoy what you see here with Ricky and Alex playing 9-ball, there's going to be more chances to see Ricky coming up this weekend. We have I think some spectators come by on Saturday to watch the Pro-Am tournament.
Are we good to go?
But yeah, we have the Pro Snooker exhibition here with featuring Ricky Walden. You have a 10-player limit. I don't think every ticket has been sold, so make sure you guys come and sign up. It's going to be a pretty good exhibition. I think Ricky's warmed up this time. He's already got a century under his belt in the last one.
He had 103 in the first frame against Alex earlier on, so he won that challenge 2-0. I expect the 9-ball to be a lot closer because Ricky hasn't played this code too much in the past.
Uncharted waters, I might say.
That's right.
Well, here we go. We got the lag ready to go. This is funny. They're lagging with 2 different cue balls. That's kind of interesting. I believe the red circle aramith on the right is a little bit lighter than the one that comes in the ball set, which is they're playing with the aramith tournament TV black set, I believe. The what most players really dislike is the pink 4 to purple 5 transition, but we'll see how much that affects the players. I think for Ricky, it's going to be pretty easy since they're all new to him, right?
All new.
Well, pretty decent break off here. Unfortunate to get behind the 7, so they're playing with a push out. You know how the push out works, right? After the break.
I think he'll be playing his first push out here in the second shot.
Yeah, and I think he's glued to the back of the 7, so it's going to be tricky. I don't know where you really push to here. Push out's where the next object ball, the 2, is wide open in the middle of the table. It's tough to get a good push-out spot because you're kind of going to leave a pot on if you leave it visible. And most often if you leave a full ball contact, there's also a good chance for playing a good safety shot. So you often see the pros almost always either push to a jump shot, push to only an edge of a ball, maybe a pot that's kind of like a natural scratch shot or something that they have planned in the back of their head that maybe their opponent doesn't quite think they can do. We got some folks in the chat, though. Bo Bologna saying what's up. Darcy Michael, hello from Winnipeg. Triple G, he's got the eyeballs going. Ray Fung, shout out to Raymond. Thanks again for Team Ox to create another great match for us. Shu Chang, will there still be leagues at Ox this coming Sunday night? It's a good question. I believe answer that is a mic question, so I'll follow up with that. Don't want to misquote, but well, here we go.
So Ricky's scratched. So
first mistake there. See,
First chance for Alex now.
So I think that was kind of an interesting push out because he definitely left him a full ball availability, but a pretty straightforward safety, right? The 4, the 8, the 9, kind of a big wall of blockers in the middle of the table, so it wasn't too difficult of a safety. So I think a little bit of a mistake maybe from Ricky with where he chose to push out. I think he was thinking that Alex might go offensive on that shot. Now this is pretty interesting because I think Alex plays with a snooker cue pool, but this is not the snooker cue that he plays snooker with, I don't believe.
No, I do believe he played with a different cue in the snooker match that he just played.
And so he's used to playing with this. I think it's a 2-piece ash that cuts in the middle snooker cue when he plays pool. Try to force a little bit of angle out of that. There's one thing with these Rasson tables is, especially newly clothed, the ball does go down when it kind of rolls around when it rolls down the rail at a kind of a softer speed, but when you tend to power it like that, you have to be very accurate, otherwise it's definitely going to hold up and rattle. Uh-oh, and here's a mistake. Oh, wow. Almost went into the drink. Triple G saying it's a race to 7, correct? No, I think it's a race to 5.
5 it is.
Yeah, race to 5. If I look at here, it's a best of 9. So a best of 9 equals a race to 5. It's going to be tricky coming across one rail. Wants to play somewhere to the center of the table. It's going to be hard because he's going to cross the line. Oh, he's playing the bank shot. Interesting choice. So now we got Ricky with the first chance. And you were running racks on this table, right? So you know how to play some 9 ball.
I had a few frames today, yeah. A few racks, sorry. I'm still in snooker mode.
No, you're good. You're good. We accept all forms of vernacular here. Don't worry. I've told you about the one that I want to make standard, right? Is the fluker.
The fluker, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh.
So Ricky's got his first frame of 9 ball on the board.
Yeah, there we go. First one down. Believe this is pool mode. Yeah, okay, good. Shout out to Colin for the scoreboard. He made some enhancements to it that we're trying out. Good stuff. So 1-0. And they are using the magic rack with the 1 on the spot, which tends to be kind of the best case scenario for making a ball in the break. It's almost automatic, you would say. As long as you hit the rack pretty square on, it's a difficult miss on the break, you would say.
So would this be standard now where you alternate the break? Because obviously Ricky broke first frame.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing alternate break, I think, just to keep it more back and forth, I think. Pretty common in pool, you'll see winner break formats.
Okay.
But I think such a short race to 5, it's like a little bit of an exhibition. We got people in the room watching. I want to see the players go back and forth a bit. Maybe we'll see some break-in runs, who knows?
Yeah.
Get them each breaking. Should be good. Triple G asking, what's Alex's Fargo? I don't think he actually has a Fargo. He doesn't play a lot of BCA. But he plays a lot of APA from what I understand, just mostly the more competitive one. That's a pretty good safety there. Nice thing about the safety is he's taken away the 1 rail escape off the top short rail. Really only have a 2 rail escape here, maybe a 3. It's pretty tricky, actually. He's going to have to play around the 5. I don't even know if he has enough space for that. This might just be a push out. I would assume, yeah, Triple J, I would assume at least 600 speed for Alex. Somewhere around 600 sounds pretty solid, if I had to guess. Oh, yeah, he had a little bit of side. That's good. So he didn't make contact with the rail there. That is the one big difference, right, with the safeties is you have to hit the cushion after contact instead of just being able to roll up and touch the ball, right?
Right, yeah.
And one interesting thing about, miscue there. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got white in hand.
Yep. Maybe a little bit of nerve settling in. This is a little bit of an exhibition. We got maybe a couple dozen people in the room watching, so a little pressure built up. Obviously, Ricky's used to it, but maybe not with a 9-ball pool, right?
Yep.
Even then, though, once you're used to the pressure, you definitely can handle it in almost whatever game you play, I'd imagine. It's mostly about confidence, I would say. I think the most important thing about pool is you're always playing like you're playing the colors in snooker, right? You always want to make sure you get on the correct side of every ball to make sure you have an easy time going to the next ball, which it looks like he's doing pretty good here. Wants to get on the high side of the 5. Doesn't want this to be short. Should be okay. That just means he's going to be a little bit farther away from the 6 than maybe he would like.
Yeah, I think he's only going to be able to drop this in, I think.
Yeah.
And,
the transition here is going to be 6 to 7. It's going to be the trickiest part. So here...
yeah, he's not too bad there. He should be able to screw across to the 7.
Yeah, just needs a good stroke on it. Looks like he's using the Gareth Potts cue. He doesn't have a pool cue, right? So he's just trying out a few different cues.
He's got about 5 cues lined up on the table.
Yeah. I always said to go forward. Okay, he had a lot more angle than I thought.
That's not too bad. So he should just be able to bring this across now.
Mm-hmm. Can play this anywhere from the spot to the center of the table. Should be cruising. One thing I noticed about Ricky's bridge is he's kind of... oh, he almost had a little bit of a deceleration on that. Didn't quite get the cue ball across as much as he wanted. He kind of has his bridge hand a little bit open more to the side. It's almost like the cue doesn't cross over his index finger at all.
No,
right?
he doesn't. He's he likes sort of the index finger. He likes to see it sort of along the same line. Mm-hmm. So he sort of uses it as a line, you know.
Yeah, and there was a first big mistake from Ricky. So he got a little bit short on that position from the 7 to the 8. Caused him to shoot a really thin 8-ball and didn't quite get enough on it. So now I really don't like shooting this 9-ball up in the corner, so I do like this choice of going across 2 rails. And the table's playing pretty quick still, so he stretched out. Don't get lazy on this. Watch out, cue ball.
Oh no.
Yep, that's what happens. Yikes. So frame conceded there, so
I guess normally the 9 would come back up with white in hand, would it?
Yep, exactly.
Strictly speaking.
Yeah, that's normally the strictly enforced rule, but I think just conceding the frame there. Certain tournaments will sometimes ask for, 9-ball must go down in order for it to end, etc. But yeah, I think it depends. Sometimes tournaments, sometimes the players will even rack the balls, like, if the 9-ball's in the pocket and you have ball in hand and the 1 is right next to it, sometimes they'll just call the frame there. Yeah. Or, different scenarios. Sometimes players don't even let them shoot the money ball when they're straight in, stuff like that.
Would they? Yeah.
Yeah. It just depends on the format. Especially on a bar box too, when the balls are small, table's smaller, balls are really close together, and you're perfectly straight on. It's almost like get the game going.
When they play snooker in the UK, you're not allowed to concede until the frame is over as good as, or otherwise they get fined for conceding early.
Yeah,
so,
formally on the tour, right?
Even if the ball was over the hole, they'd still get fined for conceding the frame,
As long as there's still enough points in it.
Enough points to win the frame,
I see.
Yeah.
But if the frame is gone, then obviously concession is expected. Is there also a rule based on conceding during the opponent's turn? I know that's kind of more of a sportsmanship thing, right? Where you have to wait till you get possession of the table to then concede.
Yeah, it's very rare. It's very rare a player will concede when the other person's in stroke. Unless they've just come back to the table and potted the ball to leave them wanting snookers, and then they'll just give them the nod and say you can end it if you want to.
Yeah, when the player at the table kind of expects it, then it's fine. Okay,
that's it.
Interesting. Yeah, or I'll see them go up and like pot a red and then miss the color and then just rack the balls at that moment before they even get to the table.
That's it.
Yeah, it seems pretty common. Alrighty, so a nice little pot here. I think this 2-ball does pass the 8. It's going to have to probably play this 1 cushion up and down. Play the cue ball maybe to the same spot where it is now almost. Got a lot more out of that maybe than he wanted, but... yeah, he's got a funny angle actually. If he has enough angle, he can stun this forward and go around the 9. Kind of the same path the cue ball just took to come up for the pink 4. But if not, he might have to screw this back.
Yeah, it looks like he's screwing it back off 1, I think. Oh no, he's come off 2.
Yeah, he just juiced it, yeah.
He's come off 2.
Yeah, so instant replay on those 2 shots. Very interesting. So now, what's the tricky part of the rack? Maybe 7 to 8 is a little bit tricky. 6 to 7 is not going to be the easiest to get up, but this is pretty crucial, I guess, this shot, to get the right angle on the 6. You can shoot the 7 up table, though, I guess, so...
Yeah, you wouldn't try and drop. These pockets are quite tight on the centres, are they? You wouldn't try and get behind the 7 ball and drop it in the centre. You'd always go top or bottom, bottom pocket, would you?
Just based on where the 7 is. Sorry, whoops. There's a shot of Dave there. Yeah, the 7's a little bit too far down the rail, I'd say.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to shoot this into the middle pocket. If it was snooker table, though, for sure. But this is, I think, the right shot.
So
get some angle here.
He's going into the top.
Yeah, top corner, some low left, and kind of play the gap between the 7, or between the 8 and the 9. So maybe you hit the bottom cushion. You could also play these 2 cushions, but you kind of flirt with the 9. Like he's playing 2 cushions here. You kind of flirt with the 9 a bit, which is still okay. Yeah, pretty good shot. And now just float this up 1 rail. Pretty routine, I'd say. Ricky making quick work of these.
Yeah, 3-0.
Yeah. Hey, Triple G, will we stream any of the exhibition matches? Exhibition matches on the snooker table we're not allowed to stream as per Matchroom contracts and rules. We're not allowed to live stream Ricky playing any snooker. But you can come down and watch him in person. And I think we might be recording some of it, which we'll find out later if we can post the videos or not. We might just share them to the players who are playing. But yeah, quick start here. This might be ending fairly quickly if it keeps going like this. I think Alex definitely had an opportunity there on the last, what was it, the...
Second frame.
The second rack going to 8 to the 9 and then ended up scratching on the 9 ball. He had a chance, I think, in other rack where he shot the 1. I think and missed it. I think it was the first rack, but it was still a lot of work left to do. So, not too many chances for Alex. See if we can capitalize. Bo saying this is a short race. Yeah, it's a short race. It's part of a bigger race that they were playing snooker with earlier. So, don't want to go super late. I think we started around 6 o'clock or so. We figure we'd just give you guys a little taste of a short set of pool in this live stream that we're able to do. And Ricky had some Q&A going on, and I might have some more of that going on after, but here's a chance for Alex, I'd say. Two definitely passes the 8. I'm pretty sure.
Tight. It looks tight.
Actually, yeah, it is pretty tight, but... Oh, maybe not. These cameras are deceiving. I feel like I always wager towards it does go if it's close. We'll see. We'll find out soon, I guess. Yep.
Yeah, easy.
Uh-oh, problem here is he might get snookered on the 7. I think he's got enough space. No, he's hooked. He's got only about a half a ball, I'd say. We're going to see a safety here, I think. Can either choose to kick behind the 4 and kick the 4 towards the 9. Can also shoot across the face of it. Problem is the 8 ball's in the bottom rail. It's going to come in contact with the cue ball most likely, unless he plays it just between the rail and the 8. The bank shot. Oh, he went for the bank to make.
That was close.
Yeah. It's ended up a little bit long. Is this 4 going to pass up into the corner? I think it's pretty close. Now, this is a snooker safety where you just want to roll up on the 9, right?
But you got to hit a cushion.
You got to hit a cushion, yeah. So he's got to make sure he hits this 4 ball hard enough. But I think this might pass up in the corner. It looks like he's shooting at it. Yep, looks pretty clean.
That's a good shot.
Now, I think this 6 is definitely available into the middle. And he might want to play it because the position is a little bit more natural to get high on the 7. Definitely can still shoot it up into the corner. Looks like he might be opting to, side pocket. Oh, no, corner. Problem with this is he has to get a little bit closer to the 7 to get high on it. And he's just there, I think. If he's bang straight, no, he's got some angle. Yeah, and he can cheat the pocket a little bit. I guess he would say pinch the pocket and shoot into the left part. Oh, watch out, 9 ball. Nice, he's good and clear.
Yeah.
Vinit Dasani, how's it going? Over in Canada.
He'll be pleased with this for a start. He's not played a lot of 9 ball. He's about to start playing on the Joy Chinese 8 ball tour in July. So it'll be doing good to play with the bigger balls anyway.
Oh yeah, there you go. So look out for Ricky Walden on the Chinese 8 ball tour. And we got some other announcements. We got the U.S. Women's Snooker Open 2023 happening here at Ox, 2nd annual. Should be pretty good. This is second half of snooker and 9 ball matchup between Ricky Walden and Alex Newstead. Unable to stream the snooker, but you have the pool here live. And if you guys want to come and see more of Ricky, make sure you guys come on by for an exhibition with him. He's playing 10 frames against 10 different players. We're going to be recording. He's going to have a meet and greet to sign autographs and Q&A after all the frames are open and done. Make sure you guys sign up here. I believe it sends you to oxbilliards.com where you can sign up and play the man himself, Ricky Walden. Interesting here. First dry break.
So it'll be interesting to see. Alex will probably push out now. It'll be interesting to see where he puts it to.
Now I think based on the type of push out that Ricky played, I would almost think to put Ricky in a really tough offensive position. So it's based on where the 2 is, I don't think it passes the 6 into the bottom left corner. And if it doesn't, I'd almost push to the bottom right corner of the table and make Ricky try to pot this 1 up into the top right and play shape. Looks like he's opting to go this way. I don't know where he would play safe to, though, because he can leave a positional shot on the 2 next. Yeah, I don't know if I like this. You can play this with low left, spin it around 2 rails and come towards the 2. And get in behind it, possibly. It's an awfully thin cut. You can also choose to bank it. No, he's just playing the safety, I think. When you push out and leave the whole ball available, both sides, and pretty close, I feel like it's almost like you're asking for trouble. You know, you can...
Yeah, giving a free shot sort of.
You're giving them a free shot, a free look at a safety, something where you almost want them to get to the point where they say, like, this is jail. You want them to sort of hesitate what decision they're going to make, you know?
Yeah.
If it's too easy of a push out, it's not quite right. But if it's much too hard and you get it back, it's almost better sometimes because at least you can come with a shot. Bo, 10 frames is not 10 sets. So we're playing 1 frame per person, so 10 frames total. And they're snooker frames, so they'll typically last a little bit longer. Then a chance for 10 different people to show up and play. It's a good time. Stephen Wong, owner of Embassy Billiards, saying great job. Thank you. Hopefully we can figure out the live stream down for the U.S. Nationals. Embassy Billiards hosting the U.S. Nationals this year. Hopefully get to see you guys soon. Over in September 1st, I think, weekend. First week of September. What sort of tournaments Ricky going to be in during September? First week.
Yeah, I think usually in September the Thailand 6 Reds is on. So
okay. That was Ding who won it last year?
Ding won it last year, yeah. I think Ricky lost in something like the last 16 last year. But Ding beat a very exciting player, Tepchai, in the final, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
and he's from Thailand, right? So
he's
it was his
from Thailand,
home
yeah.
court. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very. They play a lot of six reds in Thailand. So
I see.
Yeah, the Thai guys are very, very good at at the code. You know.
Yeah, very good. Well, not unfamiliar with the rest.
No.
The pool player's dreaded worst nightmare. I think you'll see some players do everything at all costs to just never use the bridge.
Rest, yeah.
You'll see all types of extend-o-matics and extensions and different bridge holdings and switching hands and all these things just to avoid using the bridge.
Say if he could make this 2 into the corner, and that's good position on the 3.
Yeah, I think he's perfect.
So
this 5 does pass the 7. So he can keep shooting these up in the corners and just stop it right here. Stun the 4. Yeah, perfect. I don't think he's going to chop to the middle. It's still kind of tight. He could, I think, if he has some... No, I think he's going to go corner. You could do corner and just float this forward. Just play a long 5.
He's going into the corner.
Yeah. It's too big of a pocket, I think, compared to this middle. If it was over the middle pocket, then yeah. Yeah, and his potting is pretty good.
He's hit that well.
I think he's straight on in this 5, yeah. Emil saying hello from the Highlands of Renton. Hello. I think just a stop shot. If you want, you can screw back a little bit to get ideal on the 6 to go to the 7. But if he gets on the bottom side, he can still come up 1 rail. Just a little bit more cue ball travel. He's opting for the corners all day. Corner, 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 corner. There's a little funny angle, though. You might have to either stun this and get the gap between the 8 and the 9.
Yeah, I think he'll be able to hold it and then pot the 7 and come round off the side.
You can also cannon into the 8 if you wanted here, but it's a little bit more of a stroke shot. Okay, he's just playing distance here, playing up and back.
Not sure.
Yeah, just trusting his potting. I mean, it's totally fine. The trickier position would have been to off that same long rail and go between the 8 and the 9.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, he's going to be in between here, I think.
A little bit awkward now. He's going to have to find a cut shot into the corner, I think. But it's match ball.
And he sinks it with the sweep. Nicely done. Ricky Walden. And it looks like that's it. Quick little 9-ball set. Just want to make sure we're got the green light. I think we're all right. Looks like that's it. So, little taste of Ricky Walden playing 9-ball. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Pretty good action. A couple of mistakes here and there, but some good potting from Ricky. And I think there's definitely still spots remaining if you guys want to come down and play him here on Sunday, June 11th, starting at 7 p.m. Got 10-player limit. I think we have at least 4 to 5 spots remaining, 3 spots remaining, something like that. So make sure you guys come on down and check it out. Oxbilliards.com. You can just sign up there, and you'll be guaranteed a spot. I think it'll show you if it gets sold out. We will have, I think, recordings of the match too, so we can send that out to anybody who signs up. It will be on the snooker table, where maybe you get to see Ricky knock in a few more centuries. You never know, right?
Yeah, hope so.
But yeah, thanks for Lee Gordon in the booth. Thanks for coming by, and
yeah, thanks for showing me the rules. It's, yeah, when I haven't played it a lot, and Ricky certainly hasn't played it a lot. It's good to learn the game. So yeah, I'm sure after that performance, he'll want to play a little bit more of it. So
yeah, exactly.
Anyway, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks for Lee. Anyway, we're going to see you guys later. Make sure you guys tune in. We got other events coming up. U.S. Women's Snooker Open, August 11th through 13th. We got the NWPA Tour Stop coming up in November. I think we're hosting the Northwest Cup later this year as well. But this is going to be Ox Billiards signing off. We'll see you later.